Hello everyone, welcome to Stability and Mobility. My name is Tracy. It's a beautiful day today and the birds are chirping and there's kids playing outside, but I had to open the window because it was just too warm in here. I just did a workout outside in the driveway, felt great, perfect temperature. Well, let's get warmed up first and let me know, or I'm going to tell you what you need to have for this class. Stretchy band with handles if you have, or if you have a stretchy band that you would use like for physical therapy, that works too. Or a towel. Just get like a regular towel. You can hold on to that. We're just going to use that mainly for stretching. So no worries if you don't have anything at all, but everybody should have a towel. So let's get warmed up. We are going to take the leg forward and back. If you have something to hold on to, I have my bed next to me. I kind of like having a little bit of stability for that, just because you can really get that leg swinging. If you don't have anything, you can just stop, swing it again, stop, and this just kind of warms up, loosens up that big hip joint. We're going to switch over to the other side. Just get a good swing going best you can. If it's just a low swing, that is fine too. It kind of helps when you move your arms in the opposite direction for your stability. You can get that ready up a little bit higher, go for it. Otherwise, just keep it down nice and low. We're going to swing it side to side now. Make sure you're not kicking anything. And I should have mentioned as well, when you might need a mat to lay on at the end of this class, towards the end of the class, I should say. We are going to do some things on the floor. I have carpeting, so I'm good. I don't need a mat. I'm barefoot. You don't have to be. You can wear your shoes. Whatever works for you. All right, feeling good about those hips. How about those shoulders? Big arm circles. I like to pretend there is something right next to me and I can't let my arm touch that. That's how you get that big round arm circle. Other direction again. All right, how about back and forth? Feels awesome. Boy, I sure miss teaching people in the room with me. It's a lot more fun than talking to my camera phone. All right, we are going to start with a little bit of balance work. Again, if you've got something to hold on to, a chair maybe, we're going to take the leg up, bring that knee up in front, take those arms up, bring them up overhead, reach up high, bring them on down, bring that leg out to the side. Again, we're going to lift those arms up straight up to the front, come on down with those arms, bring that leg back, big circle with those arms, come on down. One more time, we're going to bring that leg to the side, arms come up to the front, reach, lower back down, release that leg. How about this other one? You may find, let's do a round circle, you may find that one side balances better than the other. And that sometimes will change from day to day. I did something that I probably shouldn't have done the other day. I was riding my 6-year-old's bike and I really aggravated my hip doing that because my knees were out to the sides and pushing around those pedals. It wasn't a good thing, so this hip is hurting me still a little bit. Live and learn, right? When you become of advanced age, I know, so whatever. All right, tipping down to the floor. We're just going to loosen up the back side of those legs, so don't stay down there too long. Roll those shoulders, tipping down. Come back up. Roll those shoulders again. Reaching down to the floor, lifting back up. Roll those shoulders. Okay, now let's do one leg at a time. You're going to take that leg up behind you. Just keep those arms going down so to start with. This is as far as you need to go. Think about maybe 10 and 4, but I want you to have a nice straight line from the tip of your head to your foot. I know you can't see my foot. but think of a straight line. We're just gonna stay on the same side. Try to keep that foot from landing on the floor, working on your balance. There's lots of things happening here right now. I did tap down. So you got this leg that's working on balance. Also, when you are tipping forward, you're gonna feel those muscles working all the way to the mid back, down to the mid, right, like hamstring area. We're gonna do one more on this side. All right, let's switch over to the other leg. I'm just gonna turn. I don't know if that makes any difference, but. So you're tipping forward, nice flat back. Now if you need to move these arms, like, you know, somewhere maybe out to the sides, if that helps you balance. Sometimes people holding onto their ears feel that helps. You can try something like that. Whatever works for you. We're working on our core strength, mainly the back side of that core, and our balance. And when you're working on one leg at a time, that helps you individualize each leg so that you can work on the strength of each leg by itself. Because when you work on them together, sometimes one takes over. One more on this side, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna tip forward, alternating legs, lifting up. Your arms are gonna come out in front of you. We're gonna go a little bit faster now. So switch legs every time. Ooh. That hip. Hip don't wanna work today. If you wanna keep these arms, again, wherever you want to keep, you know, out to the sides, holding onto your ears, hanging down, that's fine. This is just adding a little bit more to the move. You're gonna feel a little bit more in that back as you reach forward and as that leg comes out behind you. Again, straight line right here, reaching. Make yourself longer as you come forward. One more each side. All right, let's come down to the floor. Hands and knees. Working on the hips a little bit. It's gonna feel great. So, you are going to be in a square, evenly spaced between hands and your legs, meaning your hands and legs are the same amount width apart. Okay, now keeping yourself in this square, you're gonna lift the knee out to the side and bring it back down. Let's go over to the other side. Lift that knee up, keeping your body facing down. You don't wanna follow along with that hip. Don't turn with it. Using that core strength, you're gonna feel your core working to get that leg up there. Now that hip has gotta rotate. Other side. Let's do one more on each side. And then we're gonna switch it up. Okay. Now you can stay on your knees, or we're gonna come up to a pike or a down dog, and we're going to alternate between a plank. So you're gonna come down to this plank, and then coming up to that pike, and you're gonna try to reach for this opposite foot. Coming back to your plank, and then pushing back, reaching for that foot. So if you are on your knees doing this, keep going, otherwise, I just want you to do a reach back to that foot. So if you're on your knees, push back, reach for your foot, reach right in between those legs. Otherwise, we're here. Core is working hard. Push. Let's do a couple more on each side. Getting into the plank in between, pushing and reaching. One more each side. Okay, down onto the knees. Let's flip it over. On your back. Let's see, I think I eat all meat in here. Those legs are gonna be straight up. And we're gonna just take those hips, push up and release. Okay, hands out to the sides. That's gonna help you if you need it. If you're like, I'm good, bring them behind your head. Push up those hips. Use your core, that lower part of your core, to push those legs straight up. We're not swinging them, we're just pushing and squeezing. Let's do a few more like that. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, bringing those hips up. We're gonna go into a bridge. Now, again, arms out to the sides on the floor. That's gonna help you. Or bring them behind the head. One leg's coming up, and we're just gonna pulse it right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep those hips up there. Can you keep them up a little bit longer? Squeeze and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Squeeze it. Lift it up as high as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Grab those knees, hug them in. It feels good. It's always good to do a little counter action with those moves. Just getting those muscles going the other direction. All right. Let's see where we at for time. Let's do one more thing here. We're going to lay on the floor. Arms are overhead. Legs are out a little bit. We're gonna take arms and legs, lift them up. Use the back side of that core again to squeeze. Now, if you just want to do arms and then do legs, that works too. Just keep moving. You're gonna take them all up if you can. Lift them and release. Keeping that head in line with your spine as much as you can. So we're looking at the floor, but maybe out a little bit. Let's do 3 more of these. 2 and 1. Can we hold it for a few? Right here, hold it. Squeeze it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release it. Now, let's take our body into this child's pose. That's gonna feel good for that low back. Reach forward, push the hips towards the back. Take a deep breath. And let's come on up. Time for stretching. All right, getting a little sweaty. So, again, if you need that something to hold on to, go ahead and find something. We're going to take this ankle, push your hips towards the front, keep these legs together, your standing leg. Think about all 4 corners of that foot pushing into the floor. Get a soft bend, don't lock that knee. Other arm, where is it gonna go? What works for you? Holding on to the ear maybe, working on our balance. Tip it forward a little. We're getting this stretch in the front of the leg. Throughout your stretching, I want you to take nice deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth or nose. Let's release that leg, holding on. I might need that bed more than I thought. Bring it on to that opposite knee. Now you can come up, stay up a little bit higher, and just work on your balance. The lower you go, the bigger stretch you're gonna get on this leg right here on the outside. Keep your chest up. Push those hips back. Need this. You can bring hands to heart, or again, wherever those hands need to be. Take some nice breaths. We're gonna lower down. As an option, you can do this. gives you a deeper stretch. Hands to the floor. Lift yourself back up. Hands back to heart. And let's stand it back up. Cross those legs, both feet are on the floor. Tip it forward. Reaching down to the floor, feeling that stretch in the back of the back leg. Let's come back up, over to the other side. Holding on to that ankle. Push those hips towards the front, squeeze your glutes, take a breath. Tipping forward, moving that stretch up into the hip. That's where I need it today. Release. Rest it on your opposite knee. Bring yourself down. And as an option, you can come down a little bit lower. Oh. Bring yourself back up. Standing up. Cross those legs, both feet are on the floor. Tip it forward, push those hips towards the back. And let's stand it back up. All right, this is where you're gonna need your stretchy band or towel. So laying on the floor, we are going to put that band on the bottom of one of your feet. It doesn't matter which one. With this video, it's hard to lead a class, so just follow along, pick one side. So we're gonna hold on and just pull that leg towards your head. Nice, gentle stretch. Take some nice deep breaths and think about the rest of your body. Is it relaxed? Are you all tense? Let it go. Those breaths are gonna help you release those muscles, relax. I like to pull the leg across midline, so we'll kind of over to the other side a little bit. It just kind of helps fill that, get that stretch out here on the outside of that leg a little bit more. All right, I don't know if I'm good at making room in here. Okay, so let's take this leg, holding on with your opposite hand of the leg. Let that leg drop over to the side. Just let it go however far it wants to go. But don't worry if it doesn't reach the floor. I just want you to relax, take a breath, and just open up that hip right there. Feeling that stretch a little bit in the inner thigh. And then we're gonna go over to the other side. So go ahead and switch hands on the band and let that leg just drop over to the side. Both my hips are really tight. Routine is screwed up. Things are not working quite the same. It's all good. Someday we can all be back together again. Can't wait for that. All right, bring that leg up and we're gonna switch the band over to the other side. So give it a gentle pull towards your head. Take a deep breath. Relax your body. Stretching is so important for the body. These types of movements that we are doing are so helpful. All right, gonna move again. I'm gonna figure out a new space, I think. Let that leg drop over to the outside. Just let it go independently. Nice deep breaths, relaxing. And we're gonna lift that leg up and switch hands on the band and let that leg drop over to the other side. You can take your band and just put it off to the side. That last leg that you were just working with, go ahead and bend it 90 degrees and pull it over the other leg. Turn your head the other direction, arms out to the side. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the spine area. Deep breath here. Let's release, go over to the other side. Deep breath. And then let's take the ankle, rest it on your opposite knee, wrap your hands around that back leg and pull towards you. Deep breath. Perfect. Needed that one too. Other side. All right, bring those legs together, hands behind the knees. Let's roll ourselves up. We're gonna catch ourselves right here. Nice flat back. Bring those legs up if you can. And if you are feeling adventurous today, bring those arms out to the side, using your core strength to balance right here. Hands on the legs again. Just gonna round out the back a little. Still gotta work on your balance. Straight up again now. So that was our challenge, bringing those legs up nice and straight. All right. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly stretch. Sitting up tall, tipping forward. And then push those feet out about 6 inches. Reach towards the front. Deep breath here. Smell your feet. And lift yourself back up. And find a comfortable position for tricep stretch. So we may do on the driveway, staying 6 feet apart, of course, my neighbor and I, at least, running up and down the driveway, tricep dips on the bench, squats, lunges. It's all easy to do outside. You don't need any equipment. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. Take your band with you. Lift it up overhead. Bend those elbows 90 degrees and then push them toward the back. Feeling the stretch in the front, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then let's come up overhead, come closer together on your band or your towel, and we're just gonna lean towards the back. This band right now is just kind of placeholder for your hands. It really isn't doing a lot of purpose. Release. Hold that band behind your back, and then you're just gonna tip forward that flat back. Let those arms just fall. And don't worry if they don't go too far. It's just another shoulder stretch. Release the arms and come back up. You can drop your band. Take one arm, pull it to the side, and then your head's gonna go the same direction that you're pulling. You're gonna feel that stretch on the top of that shoulder into the neck. Over to the other side. Awesome. Okay. Mobility squat or paleo chair. Legs come out wide. Feet are a little bit of an angle, coming out to the sides. If you can't get this low, no worries. It's just a great move. It has so many different benefits that if you can work on getting yourself down to this nice low squat. You may come up on your heels, sometimes that helps people, or maybe you're just gonna be resting here, down here. Eventually, as things get loosened up, you can get down to your mobility squat. Deep breath. All right, over to one side, we're gonna rest, elbow on the knee, other leg is straight. This foot's coming out at an angle. Bring that arm, reach it. I'm running into stuff again. Try to make yourself nice and long right here. Pull. And then this arm's gonna come all the way around. Straighten this leg if you'd like, or keep resting. You need to rotate and look up towards the ceiling. Your chest is trying to lift up. Deep breath. and back up to center. Let's go over to the other side. Resting on that knee. Other leg is stretching out straight. Reaching that arm opposite direction as that leg. Deep breath. Rotate that arm all the way around. Keep resting on this leg, or you can straighten. Reach up towards the ceiling. Turn to look up at your hand. Back up to center. All right, let's go down to the floor again on hands and knees. We're just gonna do a couple cat and cow stretches. Round up that back, inhale, head, chin comes to chest. Exhale, arch that back, look up towards the ceiling. Let's do one more. And release. All right, take one foot forward. So you're resting on one knee, lunging the front leg. Hands come together, reach forward to the front of this foot, rotate and reach up to the other side. Do a couple more of these. And then let's take those hands down to the floor, push this leg back, and then you can even lower yourself down farther onto your forearms if you like. Take a breath. Let's come back up. Now you can stay resting on that knee or come up on those back toes. Opposite hand from this front leg is on the floor. Rotate, reach up, look up at your hand, take a breath. Bring that hand back down. Now hold on to the floor. Take a step back with this front foot. Turn your other foot, lean into this leg. You're gonna feel a hamstring stretch right here. Push your hips towards the back. And let's come back down onto the floor. That front leg is now gonna cross on the floor. This is your pigeon stretch. Pushing that leg towards the back. Now you can sit up for this stretch or you can reach towards the front. Either way, take a couple deep breaths and try to relax into the stretch. We're gonna lift back up, bend those legs 90 degrees, and just reach over to the side. Take a breath here. Go ahead and come back up. Let's bring those feet behind us and go into down dog. So we're here, pushing that head right between the arms. And then walk those hands back towards your feet. I'm gonna meet them together so I'm leaving the camera view. Let yourself hang here for a moment. Feel that spine kind of open up. And then let's slowly come back up. All right, we gotta do the other side. A couple of minutes left. Nice deep lunge right here. Hands come together. We're gonna rotate, reach up towards the other side. Let's do one more. Hands come down to the floor. Push that leg back. Lower yourself down. Back up on the hands, lifting up on those back toes. Other hand stays on the floor. Rotate, reach up, look up towards your hand, take a deep breath. And release it down. Holding onto the floor, step back with the front foot. Turn your back foot, lean into that back leg. Feeling that hamstring stretch. Come back down onto that knee, crossing that leg in front of you for pigeon stretch. Let your muscles relax into this stretch. I know it's hard for many of you. This is not an easy move. But practice and it'll come. All right, legs are bent 90 degrees, reaching over to that side. Take a breath. Back to center. Bring those legs straight out in front of you. And reach for those feet. Try to keep the straight back as much as you can. Deep breath. Reach a little farther. Come back up. Cross one leg over the other. Rotate. Other side. Legs straight out in front. A couple of deep breaths here. And we have completed stability and mobility. Again, my name is Tracy. Thank you for watching today. Hope you have a wonderful day.